Live from Indianapolis, this is the Real Mechanical Postgame Show.
Welcome back to Miami. Charlie Clifford alongside star running back Jonathan Taylor. Jonathan, a moment ago, you're walking through this tunnel. Your quarterback, Carson Wentz, first win as a Colt. What did you tell him? Because that was quite the scene.
One of the first things I told him really was actually congratulations. I mean, that's something we've been waiting for. We've been waiting for this feeling. It feels great, and it's important in order to use this momentum, to use this feeling that we have right now to fuel us for practice this week in order to head into Baltimore, because that's going to be a tough one.
There was pressure on the team. What type of pressure was on your quarterback? He comes in this offseason. He had the foot issue, 0-3. What did you tell him leading up to this one?
I'm assuming, it's a lot of pressure. Not only just his situation, but being a quarterback in the NFL, it's always a lot of pressure. But one thing that I told him was I had his back.
Yeah.
It's always one thing for a running back to have their quarterback's back in that pocket, to keep him clean, take the pressure off of him with running the ball. So I just told him that I had his back.
Your game today, fourth career game, over 100 yards, 16 carries, 103 in total. How did you feel out there? Because that first one you bounced outside of the left was vintage JT for Colts fans.
It felt great. Especially just getting into the open field, after a while of not getting out into the open field as much. It felt amazing. It felt awesome. But I was excited for those guys who helped me get in the open field, because I know that they've been blocking their tails off in order to spring me.
Touchdown celebration, finally, in the end zone for 2021. How did that feel after you crossed the point?
That was awesome. I was just so excited to get in the end zone, and Naheem actually came over to me. He said, hey, come on, picture, squad pic. So, it was just awesome feeling.
We heard Kamoko Toure shared with us team meeting leading up to this game. He talked with DeForest Buckner. He wanted to get everybody together. What was that like before this trip to Miami?
It was just a real intimate moment of, hey, listen, we know that we haven't played our best ball. Just everyone in the building hasn't been at their best.
Yeah.
And in order to get this first win, in order to keep stacking wins, we all got to be at our best. And we're taking upon ourselves to make sure every time we're out there, each and every single one of us are going to execute our job every play in order to come out with a win.
The energy here tonight, does it feel like a new season, JT?
It does. It definitely does. And it's going to be really important for us to use this into this week, going into practice, because it's not going to get any easier going into Baltimore on Monday night.
I'm getting you out of here on this one. Your offensive line, they're banged up. They did a heck of a job. What do you tell the guys up front? Every
single drive, every single down. Hey, way to have my back. I have your guys' back every single play. I'm going to run hard. Going into the locker room after the game, it was way to have my back. Way to have my back today. Let's keep building upon this.
Jonathan Taylor, a couple big highlights, and a big win in Miami against the Dolphins. Thanks, JT. Appreciate your time.
Thank you very much.
Let's go live to Charlie Clifford with Frank Reich. Charlie, take it away.
AC, thank you very much, Coach. We appreciate you taking the time after, let's just say what it is, the biggest regular season win of the Frank Reich era in Indianapolis. When you met with your team post-game, what came to mind and what came out of your mouth?
I was just so proud of the way we put it together in the biggest game of the year, really, for us. It's a 1-0 mindset. We got to continue to fight every week to get better. But we all knew that we had climbed back to 500 and that this one was significant against a great team like this. So just proud of the way the guys played.
I saw more fist pumps from Frank Reich today on the sideline than I think I did in any game. Jonathan Taylor, when you get a moment with him to put this one to bed, what do you want to make sure he knows about what he did today?
Jonathan is just, I just love how team-oriented. We all know he's a unique talent, one of the best players in the league. But the thing that we love most about him, he's a great leader. He's selfless. It's always about the team. It's never, he doesn't like the attention. He gets uncomfortable with the attention. But man, he's a great leader and a great player, a great person.
Your quarterback, this team, some wrote him off about a month ago. Here you are with Tom Brady coming to your building, knowing your fans want a little payback. What does that make you feel?
Well, hey, they're the defending world champions, that we're facing this week, in Lucas Oil, and we have the utmost respect for that team, and obviously the utmost respect for Tom Brady, who is, the greatest of all time. So it'll be a great challenge for us. We need to build off the momentum of this game and find a way to get better and find a way to try to beat the defending world champions.
Coach Reich, you didn't blink. Your team didn't blink. Congratulations on the win.
Thanks, Charlie.
We followed you all off season. I thought, okay, he's going to enjoy number 4. He's going to kick his feet up. You've been all over the world.
Yeah, we've been racing IMSA. We've been testing. I've been to Brazil, taking my daughter. Finally, we're able to go there. It's been, we've been all over the place. But the focus is for next year, 2022, and obviously we're going to make it happen.
You travel the world, and then, like this morning, you get off a plane and you're in Indianapolis. The reception you get here, especially since May, what does that make you feel?
It's awesome. Every time you come over. In fact, you see this ring here. Finally, I got the regional one, which is so cool to have the checker flag again, and things like that. History were made in the month of May, and now we've been part of this. I mean, every time we keep it going, it's just something new, and I can't thank enough the love of the fans and especially here in Indianapolis.
Elio, you're 46. You're like Tom Brady. You're defying Father Time. You keep getting older. You keep getting better. You keep winning. Let me ask you this: how many times, realistically, could you give it a crack at number 5
oh my goodness.
in Indy? Is there a number in your head?
As of right now, next year is our next step. We're not thinking about the future. I'm thinking about this May. Exactly. I mean, we know what we did wasn't a flaw, wasn't just a lucky situation. We really work hard, and we put it, the right things happen for a reason. We put ourselves in that situation. That's what we need to do it again. However, we know that we're going to have a big target on our back now because people are not going to take this lightly. So, but in the end of the day, that's what it's all about. This place brings the best out of everyone, including Meyer Shank Racing. So I'm excited with Jim Meyer and Mike Shank and the whole entire group that we're going to come back here and make it happen.
Elio Castroneves, he just keeps smiling, and he won't stop winning.
That's good.
Let's go. Great to see you, Elio. The rain, the wind, it's all here as was forecasted. It's on track to be the wettest day in the San Francisco Bay Area in 2 years. You're joining us live for pregame warm-ups, which are delayed. The tarp's still on the field. Carson Wentz, though, is out. He just walked out a moment ago, taking in what is going to be a wet, natural grass field. I spoke with one Colts coach on a 1 to 10 scale. How nasty is it? He put it at an 8. Special teams coordinator Bubba Ventrone telling me he's telling his unit, prepare for the worst tonight. So how much will Carson Wentz be able to go through the air? Frank Reich, DeForest Buckner, your thoughts on the spotlight on Sunday night?
We've been here for 4 years now. I just know that's our formula. We got to practice well. We got to put it out there, play as a team. Guys come up and down. It doesn't matter.
No jacket necessary for your GM out in the madness this evening. The wind's a factor. The rain's a factor. Once again, that's my picture of the night so far. Chris Ballard doesn't need a stinking jacket. Olivia, we'll have all the updates for you post-game. It's going to be a fun one.
I don't know where I'm going to be on race day. I have no idea where I'm going to watch the race from, but I will be there.
This declaration tugs at the heartstrings of the most sentimental motor speedway on Earth.
Bub's the voice of the speedway. You get here and it feels like a hug.
Announcer Bob Jenkins, a mammoth by any measure of motorsports broadcasting history,
The radio voice of the Indy 500.
is battling for his life.
Hopefully it won't be interrupted, especially by something like brain cancer. Are you kidding? Me? There's nothing else I can do. I have done what the doctors have told me to do. I pray a lot. It's going to be tough to hang in there for a while.
Although we won't hear Bob Jenkins' voice booming often this May around the Yard of Bricks, behind the scenes, organizers and fellow broadcasters of his past picking up the mic to share these special messages with one of their favorites.
As you mean so much to me, you mean so much to this institution. Your legacy is cemented here forever, and you know the doors are always open for you.
Bob, I love you. Thank you for everything, for sure. And you're in our hearts and in our thoughts each and every time we climb into the St. Thomas broadcast booth.
Thank you for the contribution, not only to the Indianapolis 500, but in my life as well. I love you.
Bob, you're one of the greatest men I ever knew. You're a gentleman. You're always kind. You're always helpful. I love you.
You are something else. You said, I love you, dude. I really do.
Since our visit, Bob made it out to watch practice, leaving us all with this simple slogan, this time around.
It was fun to see everybody
and to say hi to everybody. I'm glad I came. It's a great place to spend the day.
Charlie Clifford, Wish TV, wishtv.com, and follow us on Facebook.